Welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to make another recipe for you out of my wife's cookbook. Nancy Lockhart is her name. And then after making this recipe, I want to read something personal to you. I'm considering having a blog on my website talking about one having and finding their soulmate. This recipe that I'm going to make is a sandwich. Now all of us love submarine sandwiches, and it's made with French bread. What I'm going to make for you is something special that my lady came up with, called the yard-long party sandwich. I'm going to tell you what the ingredients are right now. You begin with a cream cheese, 1.5 ounces, and you mix it up, and what you put in it is horseradish, garlic powder, salt, and grated onion. Then what you need is a can of Spam that you cut in slices. A pound of beef summer sausage. Make sure it's beef summer sausage, and you cut that in slices. Tomatoes, cut thin. Swiss cheese and American cheese. You also need a loaf of French bread. And as you see here, I cut the corners because when you get done with the sandwich, you cut it in angles, okay? And then you take a toothpick, you stick it into an olive, and you place it in as a garnish on each piece in the middle. So let's begin. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove bread from the middle, but you got to make sure you don't remove too much of the bread in the middle. You got to have some there to occupy that space so that your sandwich is smooth and soft and you can taste bread as well. So let's go back to removing the bread. Another thing that I'm going to do as well is I'm going to smash the middle of the bread just like this so that there's a caving of the bread as you see here. Okay? Now your bread is ready for you to put the cream cheese spread on the bottom, and that's where you begin. Now what we're going to do is we're going to spread the cheese evenly. Now what I do is first I put it in the middle in lumps just like that. Spam, summer sausage, tomatoes, cheese, alternating with the Swiss and American. Here we go. What I do with my summer sausage, I like to carry it this way first. As a matter of fact, I like keeping it this way. You're going to really enjoy this sandwich. Whoever you make it for, they're going to really enjoy it. And they're going to love you for it. Now comes the cheese. Now you notice I got quite a bit of cheese on here. The recipe calls for less cheese, but I'm making this sandwich for me and a guest that's coming over to watch football tonight. Sunday night football! Sunday night football! Yes, you're gonna love making this for the football games, the basketball games, hockey, whatever you like. Your relatives, your best friends, and your family. And they're gonna love you for it. If you follow the recipe, you're gonna have enough cheese and enough meat, enough tomatoes, etc. And it's gonna be plenty. But like I said before, this is for me and my partner that's coming over. We're going to have a fancy sip party dip day tonight watching football. Now it's ready to prepare for your loved ones, your friends, and your family. And another thing, word of mouth is the best advertising you could ever have. So you let people know you got this from my wife's book, Nancy Lockhart. The name of the book, one more time, Fancy Sips and Party Dips.